Whether you need a durable everyday bag or a glamorous evening bag, you can crochet the easy shoulder bag in just an evening. It's the choice of colors, straps, and flair that tone it down or glam it up. While the basic single crochet is the featured stitch, we've sprinkled special tips about how to work with nylon thread throughout the video. The companion pattern is available by following the link in the description below. We're going to form a slip knot. Put it on our hook, and we are going to chain 34. And that's our 34th. So we have this nice little firm foundation chain, but this is our foundation row. So what we're going to do is in the upper loop, as it faces you, of the second chain from the hook, we're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop, and work a single crochet. And we're going to work one single crochet all the way to the end. That's our foundation row, and then it gets interesting. I'll meet you when I get there. Now, when you're working with nylon thread, there is no stretch to it, so you don't want to do it loose because it'll not rebound. Everything you do is just firm. To keep the spool from rolling all over, corral it in a discarded container. If you have a knot, and it happens that you get a knot right in the middle of this thread, you have to cut your knot, fold your piece so that you find your natural edge, and then pull back and then work your yarn over at this edge or at this edge. Okay, so we're getting down to our last chain. Now, there we go. That's our last single crochet. That gives us a total of 33 single crochets. Now, the trick to doing this particular purse is the next row. Then it's simple from then on. So you have to look at this foundation row as having 4 sides. The side that we just finished, the chain side, the little end stitch here, and the end stitch here. Once you have your foundation row, you're going to work around the outer edge of this foundation. You're going to begin with one single crochet around this end stitch. So there's your single crochet. So I'm going around that end stitch and working a single crochet. That's critical. Okay, then I'm going to continue to work a single crochet in every one of the other side of the foundation chains. So I'm going to lay my yarn tail out because we're going to bury it at exactly the same time. So I've just done my first single crochet around the end stitch. Now I'm going to work one single crochet. I'm going to insert my hook in the very first chain of the foundation chain, and I'm now working around the other side of it. So there's one single crochet, one in the next one, and all the way down the end. Now, as I said, I'm laying my yarn tail out across it because this stuff is, you can't weave this in. It has no fuzz on it, so it's very difficult to weave in. So we have to bury it. Now, when you put your hook in there, see how you go right in the same place where the single crochet on this other side was? That's exactly what you want to do. And we're actually going under 2 strands on that other side. And this is absolutely important to get this beautiful edge. Do you see how that looks now? See how neat that is? So we're going to keep going down. Now we're getting down to the last stitch. Now this is the last chain that I'm working right here. I'm working into the last chain, so that gives me 33 on this edge. Now I do need to work around that end stitch, so I'm going to put my hook right back in there and work one more single crochet. Now I'm working under both loops of the first row, the foundation row, and to finish this particular round. That's a tight one. Okay, so we are down at the end of this row. Look how nice the bottom of the purse, this center row right here, was our foundation row, and then we went around it like this. If you count the number of single crochets around, you'll find that you have 68. You have 33 on this side, 33 on this side, 1 on this end, and 1 on this end. We're not increasing at all on the ends because we want a flat little purse, and so it's already starting to cup up. And right now, all we have to do is just continue to work a single crochet. That one's pretty tight, yeah. Single crochet in each one of the stitches around and just keep going. Now notice, I did not end my round. I'm working a spiral. This gives you a seamless purse. So we're just going to keep going. We're going to work one single crochet in each one of the stitches under both loops of each of the stitches. See how I'm catching both loops? And I'm just crocheting it. That's it. What you want to do is you want to fold it and find out what the natural fold is, because when you're working in a spiral, the crocheting will tilt a little bit, see, and that creates part of the pattern and the loveliness of it. However, you want to just let it fold, just flatten it out with this bottom row, straight down like that, and flatten it out, and then just mark the 4 end stitches on each side. The reason I use 4 end stitches is because I'm using a 3/4 inch D-ring, and I'm going to mount it as I crochet this last part of the row so that it's already set in there as part of the purse, because I have a pre-made strap that I'm going to use on this purse. All I'm going to do is clip it on. Continue to work one single crochet in each stitch, and when we reach the markers, we will attach the D-rings. See how neatly the join is on the inside? The lining will be sewn in just under it. Now, let's zoom in and see exactly how to attach those D-rings. Okay, there's my set of markers. And I'm going to take my D-ring, I'm going to hold it up against the inside with the curved part facing down. I'm going to take off my first marker. I'm going to insert my hook under the top 2 loops of that stitch and through, and through the D-ring, and work a single crochet. Now I can hold it a little bit flatter. There we go. I'm going to go into the next stitch through the D-ring, pull up a loop, and finish a single crochet. Into the 3rd stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and do a single crochet, and then into the 4th stitch, which is this one right here, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to take the marker out of my way. Insert it in there and through the D-ring. It might be a little tight squeeze on that end, but that's okay. And we're going to finish that off. Now I'm going to work one more single crochet to tie that down. Because we're working in a spiral, that is the last of my stitches that I have to do on that side. Now I'm going to start the edging. So I'm going to just fold that D-ring back down in there, and I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch just to smooth that edge off. We are going to start our edging. we're going to be working from left to right. And so you have to kind of bring your hook around and insert our hook into the stitch before, like right there. So it'll twist your yarn. You're going to pull up a loop, and when you do this, you're pulling up the loop to the left of the one that is already on your hook. Okay? It's a twist kind of action. We'll do a few of these so you can see what I'm doing. And then you yarn over and pull through the 2 loops on the hook. You've just done a reverse single crochet. Now we're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, and go into the next stitch. So do you see how I'm bringing my hook around so that it twists under? And I want to get under those top 2 loops, pull up a loop, and I'm pulling the loop up so that it comes up to the left of the loop on my hook. That's important. I'm going to yarn over, pull through both to finish that single crochet, and you see how it makes this cute little bump. It's almost like a braided edge. Chain 1, skip 1, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1, skip 1, and I will continue to work around this edge. So here we are. We just have one more here to do. Chain 1. Now we're going to skip 1 and we're going to go back into this one here and complete another one. Now I'm going to chain 1, and do you see how this bump moved over to here? That's perfectly fine, because when we lay this one out, it's going to fill in that spot. So I've chained my 1. I don't want to lose that because it's slippery. I'm going to give myself ample room to weave this in, and I'm going to pull that through. Now, see how if I lay it out, it looks really neat? Stitch the edge into place, then bring the yarn to the inside of the purse. I'm working down along this row of single crochets. I'm going to only do a few stitches at a time, pull it through, get those 2 bars of that single crochet, and I'm doing it on the inside of the purse. So here's our cute little purse, all ready to accept lining. And watch my video how to line a knit or crochet purse, and it'll tell you exactly how to do this. While this video focused on crocheting the main section of the easy shoulder bag, the companion pattern includes details on how to crochet the strap too. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please take a moment to subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications of upcoming videos and events. Happy crocheting!